Hello, today I'll be showing you how I designed an ERD based off of the church general conference website page. So to get started, I went down to the most basic level of conference talks. So just picking a talk here. Let's do this one. Okay, so I broke down the different parts of this. So this is a really simple one, and put it into the first table. So here we can see I gave it a unique key, the title, author position, so like managing director, church auditing department, as well as the summary, just right here, the text itself, right, which could be quite a lot of text, and then also the image link for the image so that when we query it here, we would be able to see this image right here. So those are the details for the first table that I was able to put in here. But obviously we need to be able to reference these with regards to the session that they're in, which we see if we back out a step and we're looking at the different sessions of general conference. We see that we can select a session and be able to get all of these. So that's what I went for next, is just creating a session table, which that's much simpler, right? It's just a year and then a month, either April or October, so it's never going to be longer than 8 characters because October is the longest that it could be. And then also the image for that session. Okay, so and then because we have a one-to-many situation here where mini talks are going to be related to one session. And so because of that, we simply have a session ID for which session this talk is in. So each of the talks have the session ID so that, for example, this page, if we wanted to see all of the talks for a session, we would be able to query based off of this session ID and just get all of the talks for this specific session that we found here that we want to look at. Um, and so by doing that, I was able to create that diagram, which would show how this page works, how the database works in the background. Some of the more difficult parts of these were just deciding on what the um, data types for some of these things would be. For example, depending on if the text would be stored here or not, whether it should be long text. I'm not sure, but for the purpose of this assignment, I just refer to it as being a long text since we could have a pretty long length of a talk there. But other than that, it's a relatively simple program since um, a lot of the things are relatively standard and always will be there. Um, and so, yeah, so that's how I would imagine that the database for this website would be structured in the background and how it's structured if I was building this.